We have a few. Try some of these. Hillary Clinton to give her post-primary speech in New York tomorrow night. Thing is, New York's not voting. Montana and South Dakota are. Campaign aides, pardon me, and staffers who worked for Clinton in those two states and Puerto Rico have been invited to come to New York to attend the speech here or go home and await further instructions. Here's another clue. It's being reported the campaign's finance department is asking Clinton staffers to turn in their outstanding expenses by the end of the week. Clinton has also planned a rally with her husband and daughter in South Dakota tonight. It's the kind of reunion she usually saves for election nights. Meanwhile, former President Bill Clinton said that today may be his last day campaigning for his wife. All of this would seem to indicate the end is near. The news comes on the heels of a weekend where Clinton swept up in Puerto Rico and yet was frustrated by the decision of the Rules Committee. With just 2 contests to go now, Clinton continues to trail Barack Obama in the all-important categories of pledged delegates and superdelegates. Nevertheless, she's making the argument that she leads in the popular vote and that by the time all the votes are counted, she will have won more votes, quote, than anyone in the history of the primary process, unquote. The problem is the math's a little fuzzy. It's true only if you include Michigan and Florida, which don't count, and then don't include some of the caucus states, which do. Clinton has also suggested that she's focusing not only on undecided superdelegates, but also on Barack Obama's superdelegates, who she says still have the option to change their mind, and they do. And finally, she says she's still deciding whether or not to challenge the decision over the weekend of the Democratic Rules Committee. So here's the question. Will Hillary Clinton admit defeat and go gracefully when the time comes? The question this hour is, will Hillary Clinton admit defeat and go gracefully when the time comes? Barbara writes, has Hillary done anything gracefully? If she prolongs this process, she'll make a fool of herself, and hasn't she done enough damage to the Democratic Party? I watched the committee meet on Saturday. Hillary's supporters are vicious. I am exhausted with this process. Marilyn writes, she's a class act. Of course she will. Hopefully she will not be gone because Barack Obama cannot win without her. Bill in Pennsylvania, it doesn't matter if it's graceful, not graceful, or if she's dragged out kicking and screaming, just go. No more Clintons, and next January, no more Bushes. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty we'll be free at last. Eric in Pasadena writes, not a chance. Get ready for legal challenges, backroom deals. This one's going to go all the way to the convention, folks. Bob in Rochester writes, I doubt it. I have this mental picture of someone in the Secret Service dragging a screaming Hillary away from the podium at Obama's inauguration. Sad, truly sad.